start saying no to yourself, okay?
Absolutely.
First of all, guys, my name is Shiro. Welcome to this channel if you're new. I'm not doing my usual intro enthusiastic, shitio thing, because I really want to start a series, not a series, but a weekly episode of something called Takedown Mondays. The reason why I decided to call it Takedown is because it's kind of like, it has two meanings, because I'm taking down my hair. As you can see, I did Bantu knots yesterday. I wanted to take them out yesterday, but they weren't drying quickly enough because I was using hairbands, and so where the hairband was wrapped around, the hair was still moist, so I just slept with it. It was kind of uncomfortable because it felt like I had mini knives sticking into my head. So that was the reason. That was number one reason. The second reason why I wanted to call it Takedown Mondays is because just to give across that vibe of, take control of your Mondays, because I know that whether you're going to work or going to school, or whether you're not doing anything or you're at home like myself, I think it's important to start Mondays well. A lot of people start their Mondays feeling like, oh my gosh, Friday is so far away. And if you start off that way, it can really just mess up, and it's almost this idea that you can only live by Friday. So I want to have a conversation about something that I thought about last night, and it's along the lines of start saying no to yourself. So I'm gonna start taking down my hair and we can begin. Okay, so guys, I'm gonna be using this what do you call it? It's a heat protectant hair serum. I don't want to, dampen my hair like I usually do in the mornings, because that'll just mess up whatever curls there are. Mind you, I don't know how this hair will turn out. This is the first time I've tried doing Bantu knots since I cut my hair off. So I don't know what to expect, but my mom has been pushing me to be wearing hair serum to treat my hair like it needs sunscreen for when it goes outside. So I'm gonna be applying this as I take down my Bantu knots. I felt this morning very discouraged to get out of bed. I want to start by saying that I am a morning person, and that I find my body wakes up at 6 o'clock by itself. Ooh. Okay, I don't think I'm completely mad at these curls. They're not great, I'll be honest, just take a look at that. So as I was laying awake this morning, because I woke up at around 6:12 without an alarm, which has been a thing for me. I found that the older I've gotten and the fact that I'm out of school, the harder it is for me to get out of bed unless I am disciplined. Oh, these things are not coming out nice at all. Oh, these are disgusting. Like, the first half of this thing is like uncurled, and then the ends have these weird curly things going on. Anywho, we'll see what happens as we go further up. I'm gonna try and not detangle it too much, like too widely. Also, I don't wanna use a comb. I wanna just use my fingers today. So where was I? Yes, I had told myself last night I need to exercise tomorrow morning. It's Monday. I need to start with because usually on Sundays I do not exercise. That has become my thing. I don't exercise on Sundays, and also sometimes on Saturdays. So I have been trying to force myself of late to just continue doing the 30 minutes worth exercise per day every day. And this morning, with it being winter and all, and I had gathered up heat underneath the sheets, I was like, I don't wanna wake up. I don't wanna get out of bed. I'm tired. I don't wanna have to do this. I realized that if this is how I start my week, if this is how I start the first part of my week, every other day following today will feel justifiable to not do anything related to exercising. As in, the more you tell yourself you don't need to do it, the harder it becomes in future for you to get back to what you were doing. And so I lay in bed for like almost 15 minutes looking up at the ceiling and being like, I need to exercise. I know I don't always enjoy exercising, but I need to do it regardless, because it is something that feeds my soul. It's how I get my frustrations out, and whilst I don't always enjoy it, it is the one thing that I can do in the morning that nobody else is a part of, that I can say that I did. And already starting your day on a note that says, you know what, I did something already, so I can just continue walking out the remainder of the day feeling good about myself. yeah, it's just important to already have something done before you do what you usually do, and it gives you the power to say that you can do something. You don't need to wait for somebody to tell you to do something. And I've just been feeling too much of my feelings. I allow myself the excuse to not do certain things, and so that trickles down into the remainder of my day, and that affects how I think. I don't think a lot of people take their early mornings seriously. I remember when I was in university, I could wake up at 5 o'clock. I had the discipline to wake up at 5 o'clock and go to the university sports field and jog around 5 times. I'm putting emphasis on jog, but like it was more like a kind of effort every day, and it would be so hard. And starting my day doing something that I hated gave me the strength to continue doing things that I hated for the rest of the day, such as, you know, homework and, you know, group work, and no offense to my group friends, but we all hate group work. Like, no, who likes group work? Group work is just so inconveniencing. But I remember when I would be on that field, I had already determined I am going to run 5 laps around this field, and already by the second round I'm feeling like I want to quit. I really want to quit. But then I tell myself that if I quit now, if I don't continue till the end of these 5 laps, I'm gonna feel like I've already failed for the day. So it really pushed me to just keep on jogging. And the nice thing is that by the time I got back, everyone was still asleep, and there's that satisfaction that comes with knowing that before the world has already woken up, that you have already done something that is very impactful for your life. So that's what I would do. But of late, as you guys know, I stopped, you know, uploading videos on YouTube because I just fell into a deep kind of low, and I felt like I couldn't do any more, you know, creative videos. Like, they would be all nonsense, and my friends kept telling me to upload, and I was like, I am trying, and it's true. I have like 3 videos that I created that I ended up never uploading because I just felt like they weren't good enough, and they're still sitting on my laptop. The curls aren't that amazing, but you know what? It's something. There's some action happening, okay? I had recorded, I had whatever, I put it onto my laptop, and I had already begun the editing process. But it's like, once I started editing, and for those of you who have edited videos, especially to the degree that I edit my videos with effects, and, you know, it's not just me just talking by myself, it's me putting other things into the video as well. I just find that in the middle of editing, I just lost it. Like, I couldn't finish adding the background music. I'd feel like the video was too long or too short or too disorganized, and it didn't make sense, and so I just drop it. I would just drop it. And you've noticed, like, in these past few sentences, I've used the word feel a lot. I did not feel like the music worked well. I did not feel like it was, you know, short enough or good enough, and so, you know, the automatic, you know, response is to just, you know, drop it. So I dropped it. No matter how many videos I was making, they were not seeing the light of day. However, I'm telling you now, they will see the light of day. I'll just have to edit them, you know, one day when I don't have anything to work with, I can upload those videos. But I realized that I had a lot of control over myself at the beginning of the year, and slowly, as I let my emotions begin to rule me, everything else just didn't seem to tumble into each other. Like, it didn't seem to like work. I would try and start something and I would never finish it, or in the middle of the day I just felt so depleted, or that time was passing too quickly for my liking, and I would just not feel like I could complete anything. And I was actually told off by one of my friends. She was just like, you didn't feel like doing it. But if you wait to feel, you will be waiting a long time, okay? We have to go against our feelings. And it's funny because that was my outlook at the beginning of the year. I was sticking to, you know, not just waiting for myself to feel like it was time for me to do something. I just did it. And the thing is, the more you're able to fight the parts of yourself that are the most difficult to polish, the more control you feel over yourself, the more control you have over your emotions, the more patient almost you become with yourself, and also the more harsher as well. And that's why I wanted to come on here, especially it being a Monday, to just start off with that. Granted, this will be seen later on in this Monday, but you know, the idea came now, and hopefully as you're watching this, maybe at the end of the day, it might encourage you to, you know, do something different and just, you know, say no to yourself. You can be your own worst enemy. Like, I don't think people have that much control over themselves because they don't understand how powerful having control over your emotions can be. And so when you're trying to become a different person or whatever, it becomes much harder. You know, I don't know how I feel about this hairstyle, but you know, I put in too much work. We are finishing this. People will see me with this. I don't care what they think because I did something. This actually, you know, I really tried. But going back to what I was saying, so this morning I ended up getting out of bed. And guys, if it is winter on your side at this time of the month, you will understand that it is almost twice as hard to get yourself out of bed in winter than it is summer. At least summer, the temperature in your bed is almost equal to the temperature outside of your bed. But like, you spent 8 hours trying to accumulate that heat, and now you're just being forced to get out of bed and then try and make your own body heat, you know, trying to keep yourself warm. So this morning, I told myself, you know what, we're gonna do this, but we have to stop having this inner dilemma or conversation of to be or not to be, okay? Just be, just do. No, it's not about being, it's about doing, okay? You are never gonna feel like every day you want to wake up early. There will be days you will feel like, you know what, I don't want to do this, but then you have to. You really have to if you want to see changes in your life. You know what, maybe I should go with this as a hairstyle. But then this looks like, you know, old people, like old men, when they have like this bald patch. Yeah, I can't rock this. 4 more bantu knots to take out, and then I'm gonna do my edges, which I always love because they make me feel so polished, they make me feel clean, they make me feel defined. Yeah, so I woke up this morning, I went to my kitchen, I boiled the kettle. If you've watched my morning routine, you will know that that is what I usually do. I go boil my kettle, I pour myself some apple cider vinegar, I pour the hot water, I wait for that to cool whilst I am doing my devotion, and I proceed to go to the kitchen to exercise because I ain't got no gym membership. It's coming along, it's coming along, it's coming along. Just have to believe. Oh, I'm so happy. I think I'm happy. It's not like the curls are defined, honestly. There are even some strands that are almost like straight. Guys, look at that beauty. Look at that beauty. Look at her. You guys are looking at it like, girl, she's crazy. That is nothing. Like, I don't even know how you did your bantu knots. They're not coming out looking so, you know, special and what have you. But I'm happy. I'm happy that I tried this, and I want to see how it looks. So I put on my shoes, I put on my shirt, I put on my tights, socks, whatever, took out my mat from my cupboard, started plugging in my laptop into the socket because my laptop had died, and I was about to be like, okay, I can't exercise, the laptop is dead, it's too bad, we'll try again tomorrow. I was just like, there's a plug in the kitchen, what's stopping me? So I did that. I plugged my laptop into the kitchen, and whilst everyone in the house was virtually still in bed, I was working out. The thing for me is that I feel super discouraged if I'm working out once everyone has already left the house. I'm like, if I had woken up early, I could have already been starting my day like everyone else. But because I want to exercise and exercise late at that point is why I am not there, you know? And so I worked out. I did a 30-minute workout, worked my mind, had to push my mind to do those silly planks that are effective, and I finished. I wanted to also add that when you start being able to do certain things, once you do one thing, guys, it's one thing that you have to do, to try and do. It doesn't have to be big. Like for me right now, I'm doing two things right now. I've exercised and I have to wait till 9 o'clock to eat. It's actually 2 minutes to 9 o'clock. I've already put in my laundry into the washing machine, so I'm gonna wait for that. I already made my bed. Guys, let me tell you. Oh my gosh, I stopped recording. My thing stopped recording. And I've already come so far. I'm so sorry. Guys, like my camera can be so bogus. I think I need to get a new memory card because it only allows me to record 20 minutes at a time. So I really don't know how much you guys missed. And I can't really watch back to see. You know what, let me watch back to see where I left off. Okay guys, so I saw where I left off. I was talking about, you know, the things that I've done. So I was just going on about how difficult my bed is to make. I actually have to carry all the bed sheets and then take them to the master bedroom and then bring each layer in to like spread it like majestically, perfectly. So I keep going back and forth to get each layer, and my bed is made up of like 3 layers of blankets and then there's one flat sheet and then the fitted sheet underneath. Don't ask me why I did it like that. I don't even know if that's how you're supposed to do it. But yeah, I was just talking about, you know, doing one thing, how one thing can impact you to do so much more. And so I've already started making this video before 9 o'clock, and I haven't eaten yet because I have to control myself with eating. Some people might think that it's excessive, but it's better than dieting for me. For me to be able to control like my gluttony, because I won't lie guys, I can be quite gluttonous sometimes. Eating too much, buying too much, finishing it all at once. So that's why exercise and having these restrictions is important to me. I'm just deciding how to style my hair today. I think I'm gonna keep that zigzag line because I think it's cute. I didn't want to do a center part because they say if you put too much tension with the same pattern every time that it can... Oh man, I look good! Oh my gosh, I look good! Like honestly, I'm not even... You guys can't tell me nothing! I look good. I'm trying. I need to get a pic. I'm coming back. I'm coming back. My sister is gonna kill me for using this, but I have no other choice. I really didn't want to do my hair like this though, because I've done it like this. I've done my hair like this. I don't want to do it like this. No. I'm just gonna have to keep trying. It's not turning out the way I thought it would. I don't know how to make this work because I really want to do a center parting. I'm happier with this. So much happier. So there you guys go. I know on camera it can look really weird. But like right now I'm looking at myself and I'm like, it's okay. You know, it's not fantastic. It's not even good. I'm just going to put in some embellishments. I really like these gold things. I have a whole bunch of them that I'll need to stock up maybe in the next 2 months or so. It's hard to get that symmetry right just because it's a zigzag line, but I'm happy. I can do my day like this. Like honestly, I'm so I'm so happy. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it has encouraged you to start saying no to yourself and like overriding your own feelings because you could be holding yourself back. I hope you enjoyed seeing my hair get done. I haven't done my edges. Let me do my edges before we say bye. I'm just gonna do my edges and then we'll exit. I'm not gonna say anything more.